guys haven't seen this before, this is aesthetically one of the cooler maps in the Starbow ladder map pool, but tied up now 1-1 here in the finals. I just kind of pan around to the cool stuff out here. This is at the top middle portion of Neodante's Peak, the green Zerg player, Franscar.
And on the right side, did I get that right? Right side? Yes. On the right
did you get
side.
That correct?
Yeah. Oh. On the right, I was about to say on the correct side now. On the right side of Neodante's Peak is Buckfast, currently 1-1 in this finals in the winners part of the bracket.
Here's the stupid thing about the English language. You could have said spawning in the correct location and it would have actually been accurate.
True, it just wouldn't have told anyone anything. It's just pretty much saying the Nexus didn't spawn in the middle or anything crazy like that. But yeah, that's true. It makes sense. Also, by the way, if you feel like really bad, like if you need like a break, you can just put the camera on follow. Like I can just follow you. No, you can just put it on follow.
No, we got this. I'm a man.
Okay.
Men don't quit. Men finish the cats. They start. Damn it! And we're going to get through this, even if it kills me, which it feels like it might. But no, Neodante's Peak's actually kind of a cool map. It is one of the newer-ish maps. It's definitely not the newest map anymore after the ladder contest and all that. But yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of really wide open engagement areas. So for Franscar, this is kind of like a Zerg player's wet dream. The ramps are not even that big of a problem. There's not a whole lot of high ground that gets sort of abused, I guess, on this map. So, I mean, Franscar should be just off the terrain in a pretty comfortable spot on this map. But Franscar, at the same time, it's not like Buckfast has force fields or anything he was going to have to worry about in the first place, right? So a lot of this is just brute force versus brute force. Try to get your lings around your opponent's dragoons. Try to get your zealots on top of the hydulists in the back and forth.
Yeah, this is going to be very interesting, like you said, for the map choice. And interestingly enough, Buckfast going for the photon cannon before Nexus. He didn't see his opponent. He wanted to play it safe. If Franscar had gone for like a 10 pool or something like that, which I think he almost did. Yeah. If he did, then this cannon is quite important. And also this choke area is a little bit wider than some of the other maps too, so a little bit tougher to wall off. But it's going to get the Nexus now and then probably a gateway. And also trying to deny the third base from Franscar, which I really like.
What would have been really cool is if the cannon had killed the Overlord. If Franscar wasn't paying attention, that would have been a huge pick-off actually early on like this.
True. It's kind of interesting how it's funny to see you sometimes get distracted and very impressed by certain features on maps, because I kind of have the same problem, or I don't know if I want to call it a problem. And they made like a Cepheus drinking contest actually, or drinking game, and you're supposed to take a sip every time you get distracted by a map feature. So if they did the same for you, they'd have a lot of drunk viewers, I think.
First blood.
I don't know, you get like obsessed over like the tiles and the tile set. I'm just like, ooh, cool, it looks like Tron, beep beep. But you're like, oh, the meticulous bricklaying on top of the ramps is... I'm like, dude, okay, whatever. Like, that's you. That's all you, man.
That is all me, that's true. But you did get it. I did like how you were intrigued by all the critters on Noah's Ark. But of course, those are a little bit more
I'm really pissed that those don't attack. Why do they have damage values associated with them if they don't attack? Like, they should totally make it so that it's dangerous to go through the middle of the map in the early game, because you don't have enough units to fight off the wild animals.
You know what? That would actually be pretty cool. I can agree on that.
Freaking Starbow.
Interesting. I love how you just generally blame it on Starbow.
Right?
Not
like
the guy who made the map or anything.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, anyways, one thing I'm curious about, Buckfast. You know, last game, he was making units that I think you and I could describe best as wrong and incorrect. I mean, the goons really made no sense. The zealots were not numerous enough. There's a lot of really awkward situations here and there, but he made it work in the end. So I'm really curious to see, like, A, if he can repeat the same sort of mentality, or B, if he's even going to stick with the same composition. But you know what? I take all that back. What the fuck is this?
Oh, it's some... They're kind of sneaky. Oh, you know what? They're actually quite sneaky, because Franscar's getting an Overseer to see everything. That's what Overseers does. They're full of eyes and everything.
I guess,
and,
yeah. It'll hide the count. It won't look like an all-in, but it really is.
It is an all-in. It's a hidden all-in. Shh. This is the warp gate technology in Starbow. It's like you hide gateways in other places on the map. That's how it works here. That's how we do a real proxy.
This is proper proxies. Anyways, I mean, the cannon up early. He doesn't have this fully walled off. He can fully wall it off a little bit later on, I suppose. But this is an awkward wall, actually. I don't think the pylon actually connects at the bottom there, does it? Oh, it does.
Yeah, I
It
think it
does.
does.
Yeah. It just looks a bit off because of the terrain.
You
features, I guess.
don't connect on the bottom. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah.
You know, it's the stupid terrain textures you value so much that make this look so weird.
You probably. Wow. This is great. So we got no layering coming in. Whoa. This is going to be very interesting because Franscar is going for a 3-hatch Hydra all-in, and his opponent is going for a +1 Zealot all-in.
You know what?
And
I think the Zealots would have worked better if they were all coming for the same direction. The problem is, to come back at home and defend almost seems impossible.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there's that logic of like maybe these Zealots, rather than going home to defend, actually go for the counterattack. They go to the third base. They shut it down.
He sees him now. He should throw up some cannons, and he's going to try and do that. Yeah, good. Cannons. You got
Was
the
it
probe there.
RCP? I'm trying to. Someone would always put down like 5 cannons in like an L shape always.
I don't know. RCP did put up cannons. I don't know about the L shape, but he did put up cannons. So he's going to try and get speed up. But it's going to take a while till the Zealot speed is there, and he's going to go for the counterattack for the Zealots. I don't know if it's the right move, but at least he does something with them. They should either defend or attack. And they do one of the two. They're not just standing around. Man, I'm such a good commentator.
Well, I'm trying to do some damage. The Zealots did. I mean, like we pointed out, like they didn't have to come home to defend. So they shred a couple drones. They're gonna go for the hatchery. Maybe catch this queen. She doesn't have anyone to run off of creep, sadly.
I think he should have a couple more Zealots killing that hatchery though, not just 2. I don't think it's 2's gonna cut it. But oh well, these other Zealots are gonna give them some time though. But still, I would love to see him actually focus on this hatchery, because if he can't focus on a hatchery now, he's gonna do some damage for sure.
I don't think he can. Not with what he currently has. These Zealots
No. You should have not moved all those Zealots out of there. He could rift back, I think.
But look at this. He's got a lot more Zealots now in the middle of the map. He's got the leg enhancements done, so he'll actually get a lot of these out alive. Are there no shadows? There's no shadows on that ramp there. That was so weird. Look at this. It looks like the Hydra's floating. Can you get your terrains fixed already? Jesus Christ, for someone who's so obsessed with them.
Again, I don't make these maps. I think I have like one map that I made.
There's like so many shadows by the lights when they walk up and down the corners of the ramp, but there's no shadows in the middle of the ramp. What is going on? How do I even...
You have the fancy graphic settings on though. I have like all on low right now, so yeah, I'm probably seeing something completely different than you are. Yeah, it's really good.
Alright, so this is actually so many speed lots with those leg enhancements. They can actually take on the Hydras, guys, even on creep, because again, remind you guys, there's no speed bonus on creep. He actually segments 3 off. I love this choice to go for the natural base while this is going on. He'll run into the Spire accidentally, but there's a spine coming up here. This Hydra's going to take the first wave of Zealots, but these guys go straight to the main. They're going for the throat. They're going to look for some drone kills, hopefully. But then again, Franscar's been the guy who goes for the spawning pool for no reason, right?
True, but yeah, he's actually gonna go for the drones. No, well, he didn't get too much done. But this one hatchery is getting really low on HP though, so if you can sneak in another group of Zealots and just snipe it off, or Dark Templars, which he's going for. Man, same story as last time. And in the meantime, he's trying to expand actually, so he's not gonna go for completely all in here. And this has been a very interesting way to deal with the Hydra rush. He's basically pushed the fight to his opponent instead of having to defend at home.
I was kind of curious getting the 3 cannons up first here as well, rather than Nexus right away. But I don't know. Like I feel like he's gonna be able to hold off the Hydra, sure, but it's the mutas that have got me worried.
Oh, and here comes the Dark Templar. It's gonna kill a couple of drones and should definitely try and snipe this hatchery now. No, not the assimilator. No. I mean, extract, whatever.
Fuck gas, man. Fuck gas in particular. Alright, so we will try and focus this down. There's an Overseer morphing in. This is not going to kill the hatchery, sadly.
There's actually 3 more Overseers morphing in, just to be sure.
I don't think he would have got this even if he did focus it anyways, but still, it would have been much lower.
Yeah, he could have gotten it for like the next wave a lot easier. Now it's going to be difficult for even another Dark Templar to get this. It's still 370 something health left. Is there still no lair? Okay, no, there it is, lair. Of course, there's been Mutalisk spawning. I'm retarded. Okay, there's lair. So storm incoming, more gateways added. He doesn't know about the Mutalisk. The creep. If you combine poop and creep, you get coop.
Croop. That sounds like really gross crepes. I had some croops for breakfast. Okay, the Hydra count I feel is a little out of control. There's really no buffer for this, but this looks very similar to what we saw last game. And Buckfast already held it one time, impossibly so. Let's see if he can do it again. The cannons are really not going to get a lot done. He doesn't have another chrono. He's trying to get as much damage possible with these cannons, but they only take out about 2 or 3 Hydras, and it's really not that much going for him. He's almost out of units at this point. He's still continuing to go across the map with a counterattack, but I mean, there's an overseer there. That's it. This third base is dead. His natural base might be soon to follow. He invested so many gateways here, so many cannons into this base.
Yeah, I feel like they're kind of like they feel like they're defensive gateways for some reason, although they can't defend anything. But it's kind of like what it looked like. Ooh, the hatchery is even lower now. Just 5 more Dark Templar rounds, and he should be fine. But yeah, this is going to be very difficult for Buckfast to come back from. He doesn't really have an army.
And he's not going for Dragoon or Stalkers again, so I don't even know how he's going to deal with the Mutas. I mean, the last time the Mutas, they made big mistakes by flying into Archons, right? I doubt we'll see that happen again.
Ooh, he's gonna storm his own units too. Okay, he's getting 1 High Templar. Can he get the other one? And he wants to be so careful around that Dark one though.
He knows he's got that. He's got to start merging in. That wasn't.
Yeah, he can lose. Oh, he's gonna lose the Mutas again.
You know, I said he wouldn't do it again, but maybe he just will. 3 Mutas are all that remain.
I don't know why he doesn't just attack with the Hydras at the same time, because there is nothing.
Hold on, does he not know this is like aerial blockers here? He's like trying to run away with the Mutas and it's not working.
Yeah, that's kind of awkward on this map though. Like, of course you see it, but you're so used to being able to do that. Those Zealots actually did get to deny a base though, so that's nice. But it's really weird, like, Franscar is flying in with all the Mutas. He saw there was nothing there, and he had a huge group of Hydras outside. And he just didn't push in with the Hydras and just kill his opponent. He's just gonna keep this game exciting, I guess.
Sure.
Doesn't know about the gateway still. But I feel like
they're not that big of a threat anymore. I mean, earlier on, when you got a low unit count, 2 gateways are really dangerous. Now it's kind of like, that's annoying. I got 50 Hydras though, so.
Man, Franscar got poop everywhere. I mean, creep, poop, whatever.
Poop crepes? Dude, I don't know about you. I just like jam on mine. That's gross. I thought it was chocolate this whole time, ZPS. What the fuck are you eating, man?
You know, I'm from Norway. We eat strange stuff. There's actually a national dish in Norway, which is like a sheep's head. I never had it before, but it's...
Maybe it's not Norway. Don't you guys have something called like Surstrom or something? It's like really gross.
Oh, yes, that's Swedish, and that's horribly
I've never
gross.
Had it or smelled it, but I've heard so many bad stories.
I've only smelled it, but that was enough to not eat it.
It's enough to throw up, apparently.
Yeah, almost. It was actually... I was at a scout camp once, and that was like the challenge, like the Fear Factor challenge, was to eat that stuff, and that's supposed to be a dish. Anyway, Buckfast moving out with a surprisingly large army, but still nothing compared to Franscar's forces at the moment. He's gonna just desperately try and get this base up though, it's gonna be so difficult. And Rifkin is coughing in agreement.
Well, I mean, the thing is, like, the longer he waits to get us there, the rougher it is. Last game, it kind of worked out because he had that in-base third with just the minerals, so he could produce a ton of zealots, right? In this instance, though, he's finding himself a little bit starved for cash.
Oh, there's no storm left. He's gonna lose all the High Templars, and I think this is gonna be all short. He's got 1 storm left on that 1 High Templar.
Oh, so no attack. Oh, he's got observers. He's got no way to deal with the lurkers.
Yeah, no observers. This base is gonna go down yet again. Buckfast on an incredible amount of money though. And he's actually going to sneak a lot of zealots out here, and they could actually do some damage. I like that move. I really like that. He tries to find cute ways to be offensive, and that's incredibly important. I'm a very offensive person myself.
Well, this is another one of those slow death situations, I feel. I mean, so, Buckfast isn't out of this right now, but he's soon to be, right? It's just...
Sorry, I just had to do some stuff again. But yeah, he's got that group of zealots though up the side there that could pick off this hatchery as well, and he's finding clever ways to stay alive in the game. It might not win him the game, but he's finding ways to like keep himself into the game though, and I like that he doesn't give up.
It's okay, yeah, he's staying in the game, but it's Starbow economy aside, you can only stay on 2 bases for so long. Right? Like even if you kill thirds and fourths of your opponent, if you never take a third or fourth yourself, you're not in a good spot.
He's gonna go drop the main. Man, this guy Buckfast is like trying every single solution he can in the situation he's in, and it's really cool to see like how many things can I do. He still doesn't know about these gateways. It's incredible. Like, where are these zealots coming from? So we're gonna have a storm drop, but there's very few drones to storm. Oh, and they're gonna pull away in time too. He actually kind of need that High Templar in his army right now, though.
I don't know, man. There's like
Oh, he's gonna storm now! Oh, this is... Wow, that's a lot of drones. That's 19 drones killed. That was actually pretty big.
I looked away for a moment because we had an engagement in the middle of the map. That's my bad, but pushing in for the killing blow. Franscar just going to try and bully past all of this. He's running away because he doesn't know if there's storms there or not. Of course, if he was aware that those Templar were dry and energy, perhaps it would be a different case. But the army supply is actually starting to even up a little bit behind this. I don't know how, I don't know why, I don't know where, but Buckfast always has like this extra army he just actually literally pulls out of his ass out of nowhere. Suddenly Dragoons, right? So now he's got a hell of a lot of storms. He's got Dragoons, he's got an observer, he can push through the lurkers. Storm goes down top of the Hydras, that's gonna hurt.
Very good storm.
And okay, he's finally gonna lose the gateways in the left. It took about 20 minutes, but finally the gateways in the left are gonna go down.
And he's finally gonna expand. If he can get that base up, that's gonna be so important right now. Sure, he has a big army, he can threaten a little bit, but if he doesn't get an economy going, he's not gonna stay in this game for long. He's getting a couple Dark Templars out too. Is that from the gateways that are dying? Yeah. Oh, the gateways didn't die. This is crazy.
Wow, he actually held, really? There was like a
oh,
lot of
he's gonna get himself in a very bad position of being completely
those storms,
surrounded
though!
by
Those storms, though! The entire army's about to dissipate to the storms more than anything else. If you take care of these links, you can certainly deal with the lurkers, but unfortunately, it loses the majority of the Archons. All the Zealots have dissipated, and quite frankly, Cracklings versus Dragoons, those Zerglings win every single time.
But man, that was quite cost effective for Buckfast, and he should have recalled out of there, I think, a little bit earlier, but he's actually gonna stay alive for a little bit. But like, he really should just head back now, just because there's no way he can deal with the next wave incoming.
I can't even, like, this is a situation where I think every other player, any other player in Starbow playing Protoss right now would have died 10 minutes ago. They would have tapped out, GG would have been long played, but Buckfast, while I still can't really foresee him winning this game, has actually brought himself back into it at least a little bit. This is the start to the recovery, but the problem is he's out of minerals in the main, and he's almost out of minerals in the natural. This third base, he needs to start mining off of it ASAP.
Yeah, he needs to transfer those probes from the main. I don't know if he knows about them. Tar du på telefonen, känner. That was some Norwegian for you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. You want some more?
So useful, Zufius. So useful.
I'm always such a useful person. So, in the meantime, RSVP has made it out of the losers, or almost made it out of the losers bracket. So whoever loses this will play a best of one versus RSVP, and then the winner will go back into a grand final.
Cool, cool. Double base has been taken down the left side of the map too. I mean, this is... I'm just sitting here like angry. It's not even like that Buckfast is doing a great job of holding in, but it's like I'm mad that Franscar isn't winning. Like, dude, come the fuck on, alright? Like, you've got every map on the base, or every base on the map pretty much. He's finally gonna bully his way through here. The cannons are gonna go down, the Dragoons are gonna dissipate. There's really no storms left, and even then, storms not that big of a deal versus Ultras. They'll clear out the links, they'll clear out the Hydras, but the Ultras have no answer. GG, well played, finally called. And Franscar, ladies and gentlemen, will go to the finals of the overall tournament, but he wins the entire winners bracket.